This is a pairing I would have never paired together. I think I hate how these boots look. Can I show you something devastating? This person wrote in their little note that this might be, quote, a little unhinged. This is unexpected. Hello everyone. Lately, I've been in need of a little style shakeup. I'm kind of going through a phase where I don't like any of my clothes. I think just because the weather is changing, I don't know, I'm just not feeling equipped to get dressed at this moment. Conveniently, I have my wardrobe digitally cataloged, which means you all can send me outfit ideas there using the clothes I already own, which literally gives me fresh eyes on my wardrobe. So this week, I put out a call on Instagram for outfit submissions and you all delivered. So today, we're gonna try some out. Tragically, I cannot try every outfit, but to narrow it down, I tried to choose outfits that are different enough from my day-to-day style that I wouldn't immediately think to put them together, but that are also practical enough and aligned enough with my style that I might actually realistically wear them for spring and summer. Some are a little more realistic and some are definitely a little more out of my comfort zone. So let's just get started. Let me go put on outfit number one. Okay, here is outfit number one, and here is how it looks on. I love this outfit. I was drawn to it right away because I feel like it's incredibly aligned with my style, but I had never thought of it before. It includes many items I don't often wear, like this hair bandana, also this jacket, and this bag I virtually never wear. It's really more decorative than it is a piece of my wardrobe because it's just not very functional. I do think it's quite cute with this. I enjoy the whimsy that it adds, but I think realistically that is the only thing I would change. For daily life, probably switch to something more practical. Oh, I just realized I forgot the sunglasses. Let's add those too. There's also a bracelet that I can't find, but you wouldn't be able to see it with the sleeves anyway, so I'll just leave that out. Overall though, the vision of the outfit, the core of the outfit, love it. I also think part of why this is working so well is it's taking these pieces that I don't necessarily wear that much, like this hair bandana and this jacket, and combining them with pieces I love and wear all the time, like this t-shirt, this necklace, these overalls, these shoes. Mixing in less worn items with tried and true favorites just really seems to always work out well for me. This is a light jacket, so I probably would wear it in the spring and maybe even summer, but just for your reference, here is the outfit with just the base, which might be more practical for a warmer day. This is also great to me, very wearable. I like this so much. All right, starting off strong. Now let's move to outfit number two. Okay, for this next outfit, I actually had two people submit the exact same base, but with different sort of styling and other elements. So we're gonna try both. First, we're gonna try this one. And here's how it looks on. I don't know how to feel because I think this is a great outfit. Like it all works well together. It feels cohesive. It makes sense to me, the styling, but I just don't know if I love it for me for a couple reasons. One, it feels just a little too Western for my style with like the boots and the bag and the embroidered shirt all at once. The other bigger reason I would say actually that I'm struggling with this outfit is just that I think I hate how these boots look on my legs. Something about the place where the boot meets my calf just looks so strange to me. I like them with pants, with long skirts, anything that covers the top, but I don't know. Something about the proportion of this looks incredibly off to me, which this person had no way of knowing, but I don't think I would wear it for that reason. Overall, I think this is a really fun, good vision for an outfit. It's just maybe not quite perfect for me, but I think if I just switch the shoes to something else, that would resolve feeling slightly too Western for me and the awkwardness of the boots. So that's where our other interpretation of this base comes in. Here's our second version, and here is how this one looks on. This iteration definitely feels a little more me, a little more aligned with my style. This is famously my emotional support cardigan. I love it with everything. You also can't go wrong with these boots. We've also switched up the jewelry, the bag, and the hair for this one, and I love seeing the different ways that you could take this base outfit. I don't think I would change anything, at least as far as how it looks. The trickier thing with this outfit is that it's definitely a little less practical, a little less wearable. These shoes just, I gotta be in a situation where I'm not actually gonna be on my feet that much. And also like a cardigan, but with a mini skirt, there'd be very particular weather in which I would wear this. You know what's funny? I think I have styled this exact outfit, but with like a plain black t-shirt previously in a video. So like this person really nailed what I like aesthetically, but I too apparently struggle to style things in videos that I would actually wear in real life. Regardless though, love the inspo, love how it looks, and I love how this shirt and skirt worked well for both. Let's see this one without the cardigan for more of a spring summer feel. As we could have predicted, I also like this quite a bit. Maybe what I would end up doing is like a fusion of both of these outfits. There are elements I really enjoy about both of them. All right, on to our next outfit. Okay, here's our next outfit. It's a little more out of my comfort zone, but I chose it specifically because I have been struggling to figure out how to style this sweater, and I was very drawn to this idea with this dress. Here's how it looks on, and I quite like this combo. Specifically, the sweater over the dress is totally working for me. It may seem obvious, but I feel like I never would have thought of this. The colors go great, the shapes go great. It also feels comfortable layered together. Sometimes there are layering ideas that like seem cool in theory, but then they feel all bunchy and bulky in real life. But I think this one looks great, feels comfy. I'm a fan. I think the rest of this outfit is what takes it out of my comfort zone a little more. We've got a lot of color coordinating of various shades of red and green to tie in with these. I don't tend to love a super color coordinated outfit, and I also tend to shy away from red and green because it just screams Christmas to me too much. So I think if I were gonna wear this base outfit, I would probably go for more other neutral elements instead of being super color coordinated. I will say, I was not expecting to like this sock and sandal combo at all. I don't hate all socks and sandals, but I'm pretty particular about which socks and which sandals, and this is a pairing I would have never paired together. I don't know if I'd wear it, but I definitely don't hate it. I think it looks kind of cool and fun. That said, I think it would be fun now to just switch up some of these accent elements to make it more my style and how I would actually wear this. Firstly, I think I would switch to these brown Mary Jane clogs for shoes. I feel like they go great with this sort of cutesy grandma vibe, but they also still feel very stylish. Then I think I would ditch the green earrings and the red sunglasses, but to keep a fun accent of some kind, maybe I would add a hair bandana instead. I feel like this bag, the colors almost coordinate, but not quite, which to me makes it feel like sort of an accidental mismatch. So I'm gonna switch this to this green striped tote bag because this way we're not abandoning all the color in the accents. It feels harmonious, and also the color is contrasting enough from these greens that it doesn't look like I'm trying to match it, if that makes sense. And this is, I think, how I would wear this outfit. This was such a helpful starting point of inspiration. I, again, never would have thought of this sweater with this dress, but I think they look and feel so great together. Okay, next outfit. Here's our next outfit, flat lay, and I was excited to try this one because it includes this lace slip, which I just styled last week in a video trying to style things I never wear, and I really loved the vision behind this. Here is how it looks on. There's definitely a lot to like about this. I love how this lace cami looks with the striped t-shirt underneath, the boat neck, the little sleeves. I also love the miniskirt silhouette. I love these little rosette shoes with it. I feel very chic. And this bag, they made it so much smaller in the flat lay. I'm like, this person probably assumed this was a smaller bag. But I kind of love a big work bag with this because this outfit is so delicate and dainty. Big black work bag adds some fun contrast. The thing that isn't working as well for me in this outfit is this satin slip on top of this mini skirt. I think it's just so hard to know how things like this will lay together until you try it. The skirt has more volume than the slip. So the slip is actually sort of like bunching and compressing the skirt a little bit. It's not like a huge deal, but I feel like it's making the silhouette look a little off. And then also there is this ruffle and lace on the skirt, and the texture of that is poking through the satin, and that also looks a little off to me. I do feel like the longer I wear this and the more the fabrics sort of settle in together, the better it looks somehow. Like when I first put it on, I was like, oh no, these can't layer together. But now I'm like, wait, did the fabrics like shift around and sort of sort themselves out? I feel like it looks better now. I don't know. I think the strange texture poking through would throw me off from wearing this in real life, but I love the vision of it. And I'm like, okay, how can I adapt this? Maybe I could wear this with just a different, flatter, sleeker miniskirt underneath. I could also potentially tuck this in and have it be sort of a cami and skirt situation. Okay, I've played around with it a little, and actually, I think all it took to make this wearable for me was a little side tuck on the slip. That lifts the whole thing just enough that it doesn't have this awkward bunching. It still looks nice and drapey, but the skirt is a little more free. Perfect. I love it. Now I'm like, man, I gotta wear this summer. This is so cute. I mean, it was already cute, but I'm excited that I've figured out a wearable adaptation for me as well that works IRL. Here's our next outfit. This one uses that same white skirt again, which was a very popular repeat item, but this is definitely in a much bolder way. This person wrote in their little note that this might be, quote, a little unhinged, and they might be right, but I wanted to put it on my body. I was like, this is fun. I want to see what it looks like. And here it is on. This is definitely much bolder than I would normally go, out of my comfort zone. The silhouette is amazing. I love this silhouette. I love this tiny top and then so much poofy volume on the bottom. I also really like these two patterns together, and this person said they were trying to break them up a little with the white skirt, but they thought that might feel off, so they also included a different white layering option, which we will try next. I do think the silhouette of these skirts together is awesome, but I think the contrast of this bright white is just a little too much for me, layered into such a vibrant patterned outfit. The shape of this outfit is so great though. It is making me want to try other layering combos that can achieve a similar silhouette. Now let's try our slightly more toned down option for this outfit. All right, here is our alternate layering option to break up the pattern. Is it crazy if I actually like the first one more? That silhouette was so great. I do think this is a little more wearable. Like I would feel less self-conscious wearing this out of the house, but something about those fluffy layers was really doing something for me. That said, I think this is also really fun. This feels like something you would wear to like a festival of some kind, but I don't even know what festival. It's like kind of bohemian and flowy, but also like so bright and colorful. But like you could wear this wherever, you know? The color scheme of this feels a little too eye-popping saturated bright for my usual style. Normally I would mute colors like this with more mid-tone neutrals, maybe a brown, maybe a tan, but this bright white really just sort of makes the colors look even brighter. So this doesn't quite feel like my style, but I do think it's a pretty great outfit. I feel like if I saw someone else wearing this, I'd be like, oh my God, I love that. I'm obsessed with your outfit. This person said they really like these patterns together, and I totally agree. Oh, I forgot to put the bag back on. And I was also gonna say, this bag feels very sporty to me, and I wouldn't normally mix it into a less sporty outfit like this, but I think it's actually kind of cool. Overall, this outfit is very fun, both iterations. I don't know if I would quite wear them, but I had to try them on, and I'm so glad I did. Here's our next outfit. This one uses that same tank top again. This was another very popular piece in the outfit submissions. And this also includes this jacket, which was another item in my video of styling pieces I never wear. So I was excited to have a fun option for both of these pieces. And here is how this outfit looks on. The jacket unfortunately does cover quite a bit of the outfit. I do still think it looks cute with the jacket. It's working for me, but they also specified the jacket is an optional layer. So now let's look at the outfit without the jacket. This is so fun to me. I am loving this. This top is so cute. I think it looks quite fun with these overalls, and I've never worn them together before. We also got just a few sort of eclectic accents with the hair up, the glasses, the little fish necklace, which also contributes to the color scheme, and then these pins on these overalls, which I also think are so cute. Another thing I've never thought to do, but I'm such a fan of it. And then the clogs are also very adorable to me. I like that we have more of a neutral earth tone somewhere in this outfit. This is so fun and so colorful. This honestly feels like sort of an updated version of like the 2020 hyper colorful style, and I'm not mad at that. I do feel like this is maybe a higher number of colorful elements very close together than I would normally do. I feel like if I were going to do this necklace and these pins, I would do maybe more of a solid shirt. Or if I were going to do this top and this necklace, maybe no pins. Or you get what I'm saying. For my own style, I think I like something a little more subdued, but this is bringing me a lot of joy. And it's a great point of inspiration. Just to give you a closer look at the accents we have here. Here's the top again, the pins, the necklace. We also have these little snail earrings I just got from an art museum gift shop. This is so cute. I will definitely have to stow this outfit away in my brain or in my index to style various adaptations of this summer. Great inspo. On to the next one. Okay, here's our next outfit combo. And I was interested in this because it includes many of my favorite pieces I really like to wear, but styled and layered in quite an unexpected way that I would never think of. And here's how this looks on. For bag and shoes, this person gave me a black option or a brown option. I went with the brown for a lower contrast and a more spring summer vibe with the sandals. And I think there are a lot of elements of this look that I do really like together, but I don't know if I like all of it together. I love a layered skirt and dress moment, but I feel like the length of this dress maybe is hitting in sort of an awkward spot with this skirt, or maybe it just feels too covered up with the shirt and everything too. I don't know. I really like this dress with this top with this hair scarf, and I also really like this skirt with this top with this hair scarf, but I don't know if this dress and skirt are working together for me. However, this person said they wanted a, loose flowy layered look, but they said for summer they would maybe remove the shirt underneath. So we're gonna try that, and I don't know, we'll see if it works for me without the top underneath. Okay, this is unexpected. I thought what wasn't working for me in this outfit was the layered dress and skirt. But actually, I think maybe it was just that there were too many layers going on, because now that we've removed the blouse, I think I love this dress and skirt together. I think I just needed a balance of this like super flowy, voluminous body of the outfit with a little less going on the neckline and the shoulders and the arms. I actually love this. I think this is so cute. It feels very summery. I feel cool, but I also feel super chill and comfortable. I love that this hair scarf adds in some color. We've also got pattern here, but the overall look is quite muted and neutral, but there's still a lot of interest through this silhouette and these little touches of like pattern and texture. I, again, never would have come up with this, but I think I would be very happy to wear this on a summer day. Wow, really goes to show sometimes you might think a certain silhouette or like layering combo looks super awkward on you, but actually you just need it to have the right balance with the other parts of your outfit, and then it can work amazingly. Okay, here's our next outfit. I was drawn to this one because again, it combines many items that I know I love to wear, but in a way that I've never thought of that was a little unexpected. Here's how it looks on, and I love this. I thought I would like it, but I like it even more than I expected to, I think. I feel like these shorts with this jacket is such a cool combination because the jacket feels a bit nautical, and the shorts also have sort of a beachy coastal vibe, but the shorts are so much more, you know, casual and funky, and the jacket could be almost preppy, but I feel like they mesh together into such a perfect summer combo. I also feel like the idea of a jacket with shorts is a little tricky, like when do you wear it? But in this case, we've got a backless bodysuit underneath, which is actually kind of like the perfect item to have a jacket on hand for, because a backless bodysuit can get kind of chilly. This could be perfect, especially transitioning to like peak sunshine to later in the day. This actually works quite well. I also like how the black bodysuit ties in with these black sandals. These are my favorite sandals, and can I show you something devastating? They have just recently basically completely fallen apart. Both of them have like the sole and the footbed detaching pretty intensely. In theory, I could glue it back down, but the top strap part is also very much fraying and falling apart. So I think these might just be done. I thrifted them years and years ago, wore them a ton, but I am devastated because I freaking love these shoes. I wear them constantly with like everything, and I don't know how I'm gonna replace them. It's gonna be a real challenge. So moment of silence, everyone, please, for my favorite chunky black sandals. May they rest in peace, and may I find a new pair to give a new life. Anyway, onward with the outfit. This base is quite simple, so I love that we have a funky little tote bag added on here. And then this little knitted bow. I don't know if this person wanted this in the hair or elsewhere, but I didn't know what hairstyle to do. I don't know, I just thought it worked better on the bag. So here it is. And then we also have my sort of reddish orange sunglasses again. That's the whole outfit. Overall, I'm very into this vibe. I'm very into all the elements, and I'm feeling super inspired by this for summer. Okay, here's our next outfit. I was drawn to this one because I recently got these pants to have a dressier pair of pants for more formal situations, but I haven't really been styling them at all for day to day, and I feel like I should be. So this was some good inspo. Here's how the outfit looks on, and overall, I'm quite happy with this. I really wasn't sure if these pants that feel a little dressier would work for me with all these casual pieces, but I think it just sort of makes the pants feel more casual in a way that totally does work. The only change I would make right off the bat is removing this belt, because this shirt is just like, it's too short to tuck in, but it's too long to really work with the belt. So I'm just gonna remove this. These pants are also a bit too long to wear with such flat shoes. I should have them eventually, but for the sake of this video, we'll ignore that. I really like this. We're seeing repeated themes here in what I like. We've got a balance of neutrals and colors. We've got a balance of like simple things, but with a few eclectic little accents. We've got this knitted bow on the bag again, which is just such a cute touch. And we've also got this hair bandana again. I feel like half of these outfits have had hair bandanas, and I don't know if it's because people really like submitting them or if I was unconsciously just choosing all the outfits with the hair bandanas. They're one of my favorite accessories too. This feels very cohesive. We've got brown as the dominant neutral, blue as the dominant color, but then it's not too matchy-matchy because we have more different colors added in here, but it's also not too rainbowy because there's a strong color palette here. I feel like eclectic and a little artsy, but also cool and effortless. And I know I keep saying it, but again, I absolutely never would have come up with this outfit on my own. So feeling great about this one. Okay, this last outfit is definitely kind of a wild card. I just thought it would be fun to finish on a bolder one. Here is the flat lay, and here is how it looks on. I was interested to try this outfit because I find this dress sort of difficult to style, and I really appreciate that this person took a stab at it. I feel like this makes sense together. I see why this person chose this. There's a lot of green, blue, and yellow up here in the necklace, in the dress, in the bag. This with this dress is quite cool, but I think it might just be too much for me altogether. I don't think I would wear this. It's a little too bold, but it is a very fun jumping off point for inspiration. This is another one that I would love to use as a starting point and then adapt into my own vision. The first thing I would definitely change is the sneakers. I'm just not a sneaker with dress person. I'm not really a sneakers in any sort of fashionable outfit person, unless it's fashionable in a sporty way. I guess what I'm saying is I only like sneakers in a sporty outfit. But one pair of shoes I like with virtually everything are these brown clogs. And I feel like they work here. The next thing I think I would change is I would take away this scrunchie. I struggled to style this so much, and I think maybe it's just not really my style. I made it and I think it's so cool, but it almost never feels like the right thing to me for any outfit because it's just like, it's kind of a lot. And my style definitely can be playful and eclectic and stuff, but I think that boldness is just not exactly me. And I'm also gonna take my hair back down. Okay, already this is feeling way more me, way more chill, subdued, realistic, but it's still like quite a cool outfit. I never would have thought of layering this with this dress. I don't know, they feel like they're from different style genres, but they are working for me much better than expected. I also think this bag works great with this because it ties in with the colors, and it's even a subtle pattern mix, but it somehow makes the outfit feel more chill and casual. I don't know where I would be wearing this outfit, but I'm definitely liking where we are now. It feels much more me. I wouldn't feel weird wearing this out of the house, you know? The only other thing I would mention with this one is just these necklaces. It's kind of a lot stacked together. I don't think they layer great, and so I would probably just choose one or the other. I feel like I've worn or at least thought of this green necklace with this dress before, but I've never thought of the charm necklace, so I'm gonna go with the charms. That feels much better, much more room to breathe around here. And I'm gonna say that completes this outfit. Still don't know if this feels 100% me. I think just because this dress doesn't feel 100% me, but I like it enough that I still want it in my wardrobe. And so this was a great way to get some inspiration. And I'm already thinking now of other ways I could style this dress that were inspired by this outfit. All right, that concludes our outfit trials for the day. I had so much fun doing this and got so much inspiration. I would love to hear your thoughts on these outfits in the comments, any tweaks or styling visions you might have for these outfits. Thanks so much for joining me here today. Oh, and I heard if you leave a comment, watch another video, and subscribe to my channel, you will never lose a bracelet or any other piece of jewelry ever again.